Next, I would like to introduce one of very important person in Chinese community in Cleveland. He done so many things in Cleveland, and he's so important in my life, and he gave me so many advice, great advice. In 2016, last year September, he has been invited by Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China, and he and me went to lunch meeting with Vice Minister, and on behalf of State Councilor Yang Jiesi, and we were treated as national leader. And Vice Minister called him Chinese treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you my mentor, Mr. Anthony Yan.
Actually, I could talk and then you could hear them. Congratulations to the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. I'm so proud that to show up a room packed. And I've always believed the time is right. It's today to launch the Chamber of Commerce. As you know, that the People's Republic of China finally finished revolution was in 1949. From 1949 to 1979, China suffered great recession, depression and poverty because United States naval blockade prevented Chinese to trade with anybody around the world, and has suffered. And as you know, at that time, the Russians didn't want to help China either. So we end up as a slave. But I'm so proud to tell you, after 1979, the open door by Nixon and his group finally normalized the relationship with China and lifted the naval blockade. The China began to blossom. And the leadership of Vice Premier Deng Xiaoping, that he opened the door with open market economy system. And I'm proud to tell you, 2015, the World Bank actually came out with a report, astonished report, that China lifted 450 million people from poverty to middle class.
Yeah.
Amazing. Not one single such a history recognition of achievement in the humanity. But they're only through the free enterprise system made it possible. And you could see the vision of people like Vice Premier Deng Xiaoping and so. And recently you read a newspaper, the current president are starting cleaning up the corruption and concentrate on education. And he opened the door to international trade and investment. Instead of isolationist, he opened the door, building the Silk Road. Was the original road, brings silk and Chinese material to Europe. Now they could travel by train and a superhighway from all the way from Xinjiang province to Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only 5 years the Chinese government allowed to move the capital in large quantity overseas to invest. In 2 years of 10, there were only 27.5 investment abroad. But by 2016, we have reached $70 billion export. And so you're today setting up the Chamber of Commerce is perfectly timing. Now, I just wanted another thing. When Eddie brought this up, you know, Eddie actually in the process of applying a membership to the China Council for International Trade. So I think that he's just the right guy to put you guys together with the official organization who have invested so much money in this country. Wanda is building a 96th floor building in Chicago downtown. How many of you know about this? Only 4. Okay, now you know. Do you know that Wanda have purchased the AMC theater chain? And also, of course, you know, the Blackstone has been bought in by Chinese. And so the Hilton Hotel is also part of it. Now, I'm going to give to Kim. I know Kim for at least 9 years or 10 years. And as a man, today I'm 85 years old.
Wow.
Now, since you give me the clap, I'm going to tell you what success is. I recently had an exam by a doctor. Out of 30, the highest point of 30, but I'm missing only 1. So I'm 29 out of 30. So she looks me up and says, how do you do it?
Yeah, what's the secret?
Well, that's another section.
In one sentence, please. In one sentence, what's the secret?
No.
No.
Okay.
Clean living.
You have to eat properly.
That's right. Yeah.